Yo, what's cracking, folks? This is Raw and Uncut, back again with another video for you guys today. We got more Adam 22, no jumper, Wack 100, specifically speaking on Fresno. Now, this was 2 weeks ago. I just barely caught wind of this. I don't know why I didn't see it anywhere. Then again, I haven't been on YouTube like that looking at much stuff. But right here, he's going to say some stuff. And if you've already seen this, okay, fine. But this is going to come from a point of view from somebody from Fresno that knows about that life and is very connected to what he's talking about. And I want to speak on this because these guys got it fucking sideways. They got it ass backwards. They're off their onion. They're either just trolling, trying to piss people off because they love pissing Mexicans off. They love talking shit about Southerners. They love talking shit about Norteños. Now they're fucking with Bulldogs. Now check this out. Once they're done talking, I'll put my 2 cents in. Here we go. Without further ado, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. Let's get into these fucking clowns.
This kid, he's a Bulldog. My first ever Bulldog.
Fresno?
Yep, Fresno, baby.
Now, I'm going to tell you what's weird.
Fade 300.
Back in 94, 95, Fresno Bulldogs was part of the Norteño movement, but they was their own thing. But they wore the red bandanas.
He said they were black now.
See, that's what's crazy. Because I watched them in Soledad turn in their red bandanas and go to the blue.
Now, first off here, all this right here is bullshit. All of it. Okay? Now, first off, when Wack 100 says that when he was in Soledad in 94, 95, that Bulldogs were still part of the Norteños. That's not true. There were still some F-14ers, but they were not part of the Norteño fucking get down. They were already clearly broken off. I know that for sure. A lot of other homeboys know that for sure as well. So that's just bullshit, number one. This is what makes me believe he's trolling because he knows. He was in prison. He knows people. He's bullshitting. Number one, that's bullshit. Everybody knows it. They were not part of the Norteño car no more. That was bullshit. Number two, when you sit there and you say, Adam says, oh, I heard they're black now, with the black rags, right? Because Adam is now saying that Fade 300 came on his show with a black rag, so supposedly all Bulldogs are adopting that black rag. He's full of shit. We all know that. Now, when Wack says, oh, that's crazy, because I was in Soledad, I had 2 homeboys in Soledad, my boys, my motherfuckers that I grew up with, wore the same clothes. They slept at my house. They ate at my house. They know my family. They know my mom. They used to call my mom, Mom. I used to write letters to them. And I remember when they were programming with the Southsiders. They were programming. They never turned in their red rag and took a blue rag. They never turned in shit. None of that shit happened. They were programming. And I remember when the programming stopped because I got a letter from my homeboy telling me that the homeboy, I'm not going to say their names, that one of the homeboys got drunk. One of our homies from Fresno got drunk and popped some shit off with one of the Southsiders. There was a big old war. That shit fucking went down. It was done. It was very brief, the programming. They never turned in their red rag for a blue rag, and they damn sure aren't rocking black rags. That's a College Street thing. The black rag is Fade 300 and his boys. That is not all Fresno Bulldogs. That is not how it goes down. These motherfuckers are trolling, and they got it ass backwards. For them to say that, and then Adam's like, yeah, I heard they wear black now. No, they don't. No, they don't. One Bulldog that's not even, he's a rapper. Let's just say that. He's a rapper that represents his Bulldog street, his Bulldog set from his set. He's not representing the whole town, right? He's not representing the whole town. You guys are tripping. And I had homeboys that were locked up at the time. I remember when they first started programming, we didn't like that shit on the street. We're like, what the fuck? And it's like, hey, it's what's going on right now. Then I remember when they weren't programming and they were not part of the Norteño fucking get down. They were done. It was Fresno Bulldogs running with their red flag. They never turned in the red flag for a blue one. Let's keep rolling. These motherfuckers are full of shit, though.
And like click up with the Southsiders. It was crazy because the Bulldogs is the most structured, deepest thing moving when it comes to that Norteño movement.
But they're not Norteños, right?
Yeah, well, they were in. I don't know.
No,
if they black rag now, they didn't went from red to blue,
totally independent
to black.
Shit, I think, yeah.
Look, Adam 22, Wack 100. I'm going to talk to Adam 22. If you really want to know the history and get your shit straight and know how it is now, Get a real Bulldog on there. Get somebody who's not a rapper. You're going from a rapper, dude, a dude that's worried about rapping and trying to make it in the rap game. Get a real, genuine fucking Bulldog that still exists, that was around that time, locked up, incarcerated, that can give you some history. You're up here going off what a little rapper went up there and said, and you're deeming it as the whole fucking city's like that. Even homeboys from the town that don't bang know this is not true. Know this is garbage. And I see, once again, Dubs, and I seen Gunners and all these guys a couple of weeks ago talking about this. They're not from the town, but they even know. They even know that this is bullshit and this is trash. He's trolling. They like to shit on Mexicans. They like to troll on Mexicans. And they're trolling motherfuckers. They know by now from the comments of the Fade 300 video and other videos when he's mentioned Fresno, they know that's not the get down. They know that's not how it goes. But yet they continue to go up out here and put this false narrative bullshit to make Fresno Bulldogs and the rappers in Fresno look like clowns. Let's keep going, because there's something important that he says right here too that I want to touch on. These motherfucking clowns are crazy, bro.
Okay, so
so peep this. This is I'll give you a little detail from the interview that I thought was pretty interesting.
Tap in with Fade 300. You know him?
Yeah.
I would love to get on the phone with him, bro.
I could definitely get you on the phone.
Yeah, set that up. I want to see how because you telling me the Bulldogs is black rag now.
That's what he was saying. His pops was a gang member of the same shit, and he got shot and was in a wheelchair, and he had him with him.
Fresno, no, listen.
From Fresno, yeah.
Listen, let me tell you something. Them Fresno Bulldogs always been deep, always been strong, and always been with the business. I've just watched them fluctuate from different politics structure.
From your perspective,
politics structure.
Like how blacklisted are they in the industry and shit? Because by the end of the conversation, I was left feeling like, damn.
No. They're not blacklisted in the industry. They're
in the street world.
No,
in their own lane.
They have no presence in the industry. Nobody's done anything.
Right.
And that's a good thing for him. They're central.
Right.
Amongst the streets. When guys down here in Southern California, when we say Bulldogs, we know that from prison. And in prison, they deep and they with the bullshit.
But so, all right, peep this.
So now he ends, well, this interview keeps going, but I'm going to end it right there. He's talking about he wants to talk to Fade 300. And he puts out there, they with the black rag now, right? He knows goddamn well that ain't the truth. He knows damn well that's not the truth. Almighty Suspect knows it's not like that. Adam 22, either he's acting stupid or he really still doesn't know. Now, my point of all this is he wants to tap in with Fade 300, and possibly the rumor is he wants to sign him to get him out there. Now, what he's going to do and what these guys are doing is they're going to get the little homie hurt. They're going to get him hurt. Because I guarantee you there's a lot of homies in Fresno that already seen this and they don't like it, and they're like, wow, bro, this cat went up there and put that bullshit out there, and now they're trying to paint the narrative that all Fresno Bulldogs and the rappers are under this same black rag. They're not red raggers. They turn their blue rag in, all this shit. The dudes that programmed in the 90s with the Southerners, they're not rappers. These are fucking actual bangers. Fade 300 wasn't part of that. He's never been a part of that movement when it comes to prison or the streets actually just banging, putting in work. He's a rapper. He's a rapper. And they're laughing at the city. They're laughing. They're trolling the city right now. So when it comes to them saying stuff like this, it's total disrespect. Because anybody from Fresno knows this isn't the case. And like I said, in 94, 95, I had two homeboys up in Soledad doing time that were part of that program. Because only certain prisons were programming with Sureños. Only certain homies of Bulldogs were programming, not all of them. Right? And I remember when they were programming, I remember when they stopped programming. And my homies never turned in no fucking red rag, and they weren't part of the North. They were still at war with the North. It made it even worse when they started programming with the South for a little bit. Then the North was like, yeah, fuck them. They're programming with our enemies now. Our tribals, fuck them. Fuck them even more. So all this shit is ass sideways, and he's putting this shit out there to make Fresno Bulldogs look like fucking clowns, to disrespect them. I'm not a banger, but I got family and close motherfucking brothers that lived, died, eat, sleep, and shit this shit. They weren't fucking rappers. They weren't wannabes. They were bangers, not gang members. Faye 300 is a gang member, not a banger. So what he wants to do, he wants to put Faye 300 out there because Faye 300 wants to be an N-word, right? He wants to tarnish Fresno and the rest of the Mexican culture and put a guy out there that doesn't give a shit about Mexican culture for the masses to see, to laugh at Mexicans, because that's what he loves to do. He don't like Mexicans. But then he tries to walk it back by saying, Fresno been with the business. Fresno been with the shit. So he mixes in some lies with some truth just like women do. That's some women shit. That's a feminine trait, Wack, and you need to be checked for that. And I don't give a fuck how big you are, bro. If I was in your presence, I'd check your motherfucking ass for that. And not because I'm a banger, because I'm not, but because I know the history and I'm from Fresno, and so many of my homies and my boys done been shot, stabbed, some of them been killed, a lot of them done time, a lot of them been on the street banging for that shit 20, 30 years. What about the homeboys like G-Boy? What about the homeboys like Big Crackers, Little Crackers? What about all the other homeboys that put it down to create the foundation for this young homeboy to get out there and say what he said? This is bullshit. And the way that they're coming about it is garbage, and I don't respect it. And anyone that still watches these motherfuckers and believe anything that come out of their mouth when they're half nothing, it's half truths, is ridiculous. You have to have discernment to know what's real and what isn't. And I just wanted to come out here because I seen this shit pop up and I'm like, are you fucking serious, bro? You're on here with some clown shit, Wack. You need to check yourself, bro. Because what's going to happen is you probably seen, Adam probably seen the motherfuckers that were with him down there. And I'm not saying they weren't no bangers down there with him, but they're allowing Faye 300 to do this shit. Real motherfuckers with the business wouldn't allow that and would have said, hey, bro, you got to walk that back. You can't come out here doing that shit. So what these guys are doing is they're going to get the young homie hurt. He needs to come out and walk that shit back. Somebody needs to come out and walk that shit back because now they're running with it and it's a fucking circus. It's a fucking circus. What do you guys think? Drop your comments down in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about it. I can't respect this, bro. Everybody in Fresno, you don't got to be a banger. If you're a homie and you got cousins, folks that bang, you know this is bullshit. You know it's not true. You even got Square speaking on it. I'm speaking on it from knowledge. I've been there. I've been in the trenches with motherfuckers, putting in work on Northerners, putting in work on Sureños on the street. On the street. I can speak on this shit. For him to say what he's saying is complete, utter blasphemy. Yo, I don't fuck with it. I don't ride with it. Yo, Fresno, how you feel about it? Bangers, how you feel about it? Drop your comments down in the comment section. I feel bad for Faye 300 because this is not a good look for him within the town, within the city. I heard there's a lot of homies that don't like this shit. They're just gonna get him hurt. Wack and Adam are just gonna get this dude hurt. All because people want to be famous. All they're worried about is fame. That's it. Yo, with that being said, Raw and Uncut, you already know what it is. Drop your comments down in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about it. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. And like we always do about this time, we out, motherfuckers.